Hello, my lovely Sagittarians. Welcome to your reading for April 2023. I hope this reading finds you well. This is a general reading for you, Sagittarius. It's a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Your channeled message, I have been meditating on your energy, seeing what comes through, and what I hear so clearly is change is afoot. Change is afoot. There's some decisions for you to make that are coming up in April. There's something that you're going to be giving a lot of thought to. It's almost like I'm writing a list. I feel like you're writing a list of what needs to be, what needs to change, what needs to be done differently. Let's get organized. There's a lot going on in your head. I feel like there's a lot of thinking, which is, you know, you're a fire sign and it's usually you're a sign of action, but there is a lot of thought, a lot of premeditation, a lot of decision making. There is some sort of bridge that what I'm seeing is it's like there's some sort of bridge that you're needing to cross here. And you're wondering, well, if I cross this bridge, is it going to hold my weight? Is it solid? What sort of bridge are you going to build? Is it one of those with the rope and the planks of wood that you know, some pieces are missing? Or is it a solid bridge that you're going to cross? What sort of a bridge are you going to build to cross from where you are to where you're needing to be? And that's your thought processes. That's your thoughts, that's your decisions, that's your realizations that it's going to build this bridge. And the more realizations you come to, the sturdier the bridge is going to be. So you don't want a rickety old bridge, you want a nice strong bridge. So it's time to contemplate, it's time to think, it's time to plan, it's time to really put things in place. Identifying, it's a time of identifying. That needs to happen, you know, there needs to be this, let's identify what I'm needing to do, what changes are needing to come into play. I feel like you've journeyed along your road as far as you're going to get in April. And in April, there's a fork. Which path are you going to choose? This is, and it's important. This is really important because I feel like it's going to shape your next little while, if not years, you know, so that the decisions and choices you're going to make, which path you're going to follow is one of real importance. Is it one that you're going to follow because you're wanting to go down that path and you're not considering others, or are you considering others and formulating a life, a plan, working together and moving forward that is more solid? Is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm getting. So that's interesting. I've drawn a card from my Divine Animal Oracle deck. Let's see what animal totem you have that's coming up for you. And this is really lovely. It's the cat. Intuition. So, you know, you're doing a lot of thinking, but what does your gut say? What does your intuition say? What is it that you're needing to, what's your body saying to you? Your self-talk. Intuitively, what do you know is the right thing for you to do? Always follow your intuition. Call in the cat energy, which is a really ancient energy. The ancient Egyptians really revered cats and that mystical energy that they brought about. Take the time to meditate, take the time to be still and really listen to what your body's saying to you. What messages are coming through? What do you, what's your intuition tell you? Let me read what it says for cat energy. And I'll hold that up. You know, oddly, there's a pyramid at the back, which is really interesting. Use and develop your intuition. Your gut feeling is correct. You are not your mind. Develop your magical skills further. Introduce more play into your life. More joy, more laughter, more connections is also what I'm hearing. Cat magic can be used in a variety of ways, including to increase happiness, curiosity, a sense of play and lightness, and somewhat paradoxically, when we may be wanting to connect with someone who has passed, cats are considered guides to the underworld and can help with mediumship. If you have a cat yourself, it is said that you have the blessing of any goddess who loves cats, and so this can only enhance your life. So this is really about tapping into your intuition as well, tapping into your sense of knowing, that mystical side of life, as well as, processing and not just being too much in your head, but using, when you use your intuition, you use your emotions, connect on an emotional level in recalibrating, making choices about which path you're going to follow. Whoa, they're falling out. Let me just create your Celtic cross, my lovely Sagittarius. Let's see what's in store for you for the month of April. So, interesting spread. Right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh, they fell out. Okay, there's a few there, so I will give you those as the big hurrah at the end of the month. That looks interesting. That looks interesting. And so I want to say to you, the overview of your month is one of great potential. There's one of great potential and movement and success. So what are you going to choose here? It is about tapping into also your heart space, your intuition, your sense of connection through an emotional, through the emotions. The first card you've got here is the Knight of Pentacles. This is about moving ahead. So there's some sort of change in your work environment or your income or your finances. What sort of shift is occurring in your finances as well? This is about moving forward on a new venture, moving forward on a new idea, moving forward on a new job, moving forward on a financial level, having the courage to move forward, taking the action, moving forward. It's also crossed with this soulmate, the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate connection. This is a soulmate connection. This is karmic. So whatever's going on with work or with finances or in the home environment, because Pentacles is about the home. So anything that's going on in the home environment as well, there's a strengthening of emotions. There's a strengthening in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's going to go to that next level. There's a further commitment in that relationship. If you're seeking a relationship, then this is a good month to also be looking at establishing a relationship, going out, socializing, meeting people, because there's a potential here for a new relationship to take hold, to start, which brings this, Knight of Pentacles. What's Pentacles? The home. It's everything earth-based. The home, love, finances, food, success. It's all those things, And so what is it that you're wanting? What are you moving forward on? Maybe all of those. Maybe all of those. There's a lot of goal setting. So for you, there's a lot of goal setting, there's a lot of imaginings, there's a lot of things that you would like to create into your reality. What I'm getting here is that this is your thought process, and what I want to say to you is make sure you don't just build castles in the air. It's okay to dream, it's okay to imagine, it's okay to desire certain goals. How practical are they? How achievable are they? So don't build castles in the air, but also allow your imagination to create, what sort of life would you like? What goals would you like to set? What's going on an emotional level? There's a lot to do with emotions here with you, my lovely Sagittarius. A lot to do with emotions. There's some regret over something here. There is some regret over something that you may still be bringing into April, that you may still be bringing into the present. There's a dwelling of spilt milk. There's a dwelling on something that may not have worked in the past, or something that you regret from the past. It is also, April is an opportunity to look forward, look to the future. It's very bright. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of goodness. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of success in the future. So it's about looking into the future. There's upright cups, forgetting the past. Don't dwell too much on the past, but rather look to the future. Look at that window with all the light coming in and the upright cups. So there's a lot of goodness there as well in the future. And so if you find yourself dwelling on, or if the past is impacting on your decision making in the now, or for goal setting for the future, then it's something that you need to deal with. It's something that you need to look at and release. Time to release it, and April's the month to do it. If you do that, you've got the genie card here. So there is tremendous success around you. There's success in April around you. I like that. What are your wishes? What are your desires? The genie card. Wishes fulfilled. Joy fulfilled, fulfillment in love, fulfillment in family, fulfillment in what brings you pleasure, what you are striving for. This is the genie card, which is tremendously positive. And so once you do this work here and set your goals, release what's no longer needed, use your intuition. There's a lot to do with cups here. There's a lot to do with cups this month. And that's saying to you, stay out of your head and use your emotions. Use your emotions and your self-talk in moving forward, in setting goals, in deciding what path you're going to take. What path are you taking? When you come to that fork in the road, which direction are you going to go in? It also contains huge potential. April contains huge potential for change, for new starts, for really creating the reality that you want to create. Opportunities abound here. There's opportunities that come to you that have great potential in moving you further into where you're wanting, what you're wanting to achieve, what's your passion, what do you feel enthusiastic about. If there's boredom around you, it's time to, in April, to look at what is it that you really want to do? What is it that's going to bring you passion and enthusiasm? What's your life's purpose? That's really going to see you moving forward. That's also going to see you moving forward, which I like. There's also a celebration in April coming up around you. There's a celebration to do with an anniversary, a birthday, a wedding, an engagement, the birth of a child, or whatever it is. There's celebration, there's joy and celebrations that are coming about in April. Also, celebration of your successes, something that you've done well. There's celebration to do with that. News of a wedding. I like it. I like it. Do not fear to take charge of your path. Make the choices and decisions that are going to be good for you. It's about also bringing into alignment your shadow self and your conscious self. Bringing into alignment your blocks, your fears, anything that's holding you back, your sense of self-worth, your sense of success, whatever it is. Bringing that into alignment into your reality, which is the white horse. Instead of the dark horse, your shadow self taking control and pulling you in a particular direction through triggers and through fears, bring it into alignment, recognize it, embrace it, align it with your conscious self and move forward so that you're not, when your shadow self and your conscious self fight against each other, there's no forward movement because, for example, the horses are moving both in different directions. So you're really not going anywhere. There's just this fight, this inner battle. But when you recognize your shadow self and acknowledge it, bring it in, I'm going to deal with it, that's where you get your forward movement. That's where you get your successes. That's where you get the courage to do things, progress in your professional life, your career, your home life, your commitment, your, you progress in life by acknowledging your shadow self. So it's time to do that inner work as well. I think about week 3 of April that's going to come forward. It builds strong foundation. So as we move to the end of April, it's about building a strong foundation. It's about using your skill and your knowledge and your expertise. It takes time to build a strong foundation. So it's not about being impatient. It's about for some, it's about what new study or new learning do you need to undertake? What new things do you need to bring into your life? What self-development do you need to create to build a strong foundation? You need to put in the work to build the foundation before you build your life on top of that foundation, because it will crumble if it's not solid. So it's about really, let's get to the crux of it. Let's get to the foundations of, okay, I want a career, I want to progress in my career. What do I need to do? I can't just progress. I need to study. I need to put in the work to then get a promotion or get a new job. Or in a relationship, I need to build a strong foundation of trust and self-respect and understanding, and then you build the relationship on that foundation. Even in your personal life, just you need to do that inner work, which is this. You need to do the inner work to build that strong foundation so that you can then bring into your life what you're needing. Remember that how you resonate is what you're attracting. You attract on that point of resonating. Like attracts like at that level. So the more you work on yourself, the higher you resonate, the higher, the better quality of situations and synchronicities you're going to attract to yourself. There's the fork in the road. There's the decisions. Make a choice and walk. There is a transition. There is a movement forward. Something's changing in April for you, and so it allows you to move forward. There needs to be choices and decisions that you're making to bring that alignment into place. Once you do that work, those opportunities are going to be there for you. That those decisions are easy to make in moving forward. There's an absolutely new start. A new start to be for you. It's in work, in home, in love, in family, in friendships, in what is it for you? Something you feel passionate about. Is it a new start in your career or what you're working on? Are you pursuing your life's purpose? Are you doing something that really makes you feel enthusiastic and full of life and energy and excitement? What new things are coming in that are really sparking that fire in your belly? Interesting month. Oh, that fell out, didn't it? This is a card from my Divine Abundance deck. Let's see what affirmation is there for you, my lovely Sagittarius. Divine Source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. There you go. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. That's your emotional self. Getting in touch with your emotional self. Looking at what triggers you, what's holding you back. When you get in touch with your emotional self, that's when that shadow work comes in. And that's when then there's forward movement. It's having a trust in what is being given to you, what is being presented to you. And rather than busying yourself and getting all the distractions going in your life, focus. Focus, that's the Chariot. Focus in your direction. Focus in on what you're wanting. Call in that intuition, that higher self. Call in that spiritual energy. Very interesting. I wish you love, light, and many blessings for the month of April, my lovely Sagittarius. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there.